Okay, and we're live. Good afternoon, everyone. Gary B, the casual comic guy here. I want to welcome everyone to the channel. First, I'll say hi to Slotted Up. He just popped in. And guys, we got a special guest tonight, Digger Jim. How you doing, sir? And we are going to bring in James. You know him from Instagram. He sells mystery boxes. He sells blind bags. We're going to have a nice little discussion. Nothing too fancy. I'm going to ask him a little questions, make him cry if he doesn't please me, and we'll move on from there. But I'm going to bring him in so he can introduce himself. So, James, how you doing tonight, sir?
What's up? How you doing?
I am great. Had a decent day at work. It's been a long week at work, but I'm getting through. It hasn't been terrible. It's just been long days.
Yeah, I
I'd
feel that
rather
one.
have long days that are smooth days than short days that are hard days.
That's true. Like, trust me, I've been through them all.
Right. And Alan May, how you doing? Look at that. Finally caught a live show. Yes, you did. Thank you for showing up, Alan.
Oh, what's
So,
up? Slot, Dig a Jim, Alan. How's it going, guys?
did you want to introduce yourself a little? Or I think the people here kind of know you, but
Oh,
there's gonna
yeah.
be people that catch it in the rewind.
When it comes down to it, I'm James. Like, like you guys know me. But for those who don't, I got back in the comic game like almost 2 years ago, and unfortunately, COVID kind of really screwed things up for all of us. But I was collecting when I was young, and I was one of those kids that just put stuff away instead of actually using it or reading it. So tend to keep things a lot better than they normally are. So
Well, it seemed too like COVID really kicked comic book industry in a good way, though. I know a few shops around here that it hurt and they went out, but like the shop I go to and a bunch of other online sellers, it really doubled their business.
yeah, no, actually, a lot of shops actually did it because they adapted with the times. They didn't just stick to just being a local shop. They did online sales, they did social media, whatever, to keep going. So your shop, yeah, but we lost a couple of shops out here.
I mean, we did a few here, but there were shops run by old guys who did not want to integrate or innovate. So they
Yeah,
didn't want to change the way they did business. And if you don't want to change the way you always, if you're in business, you got to change with the times. And some people just didn't want to. Who we got there? Funko Hunter UK. How you doing? So tonight, guys, we're going to talk about the Instagram mystery box game, and we're going to sit down with James from Jimmy Jams, and he's going to give us a couple of his insights and the ins and outs of selling and building boxes through Instagrams. We got some questions set up. We're going to go through them nice and leisurely, and we're going to diverge because I don't think if anyone knows me or James, we never stay on topic. So don't expect that all the time. And so, James, if you're ready, I think I'd like to ask you the two questions. Start a question out with you. So I see
cool.
that you have two Instagram accounts. When did you decide to start the Jimmy Jams garage sale Instagram and account? And did you start it with the intent of being more business minded, or was it hobby minded?
Um, okay, so my main account's been there forever, and it was mainly to keep in touch with people. But I started using it for comics, and I felt like, okay, this is more something that, you know, is taking away from me having a regular account. So I was like, you know what? I'll just put up the sale account and just leave it there. I think I opened it like a month before I started selling, and I wanted to make that my actual like hobby slash business account. But I kept like I had so many people that I met in the community on my regular account that I just did not want to take that away from comics, because there's like awesome members of the community that I just keep in touch with there. But I also keep in touch with on the sale page. But I was like, well, the people that are on my regular Instagram account are actually they want to see, sometimes the comics, sometimes, my personal life, stuff like that, or just jokes, memes, whatever happens. Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to just make them both comics, but my sale account is going to be strictly sales, minus the one post I did the other day of me at the airport. Um, that was just a technical difficulty because I was not expecting Kamala Harris to show up in town. So,
Right. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. All right. So I'm going to have to ask this question. My buddy Jimmy at Small Town Collectibles, he would not forgive me if I didn't ask you the question. So, how did you come up with your moniker, Jimmy Jam's Garage Sale, for your Instagram? Is Jimmy Jam like a
okay,
nickname of
so
yours, or?
I had a feeling because Jimmy Don, that's his name, Jimmy. I'm actually known by James, or my last name Werner. But my best friend Chris, Comic Big Chris, we all know him from the group chat, and he's the one that got me back into comics by taking me to my first Comic Con and my second Comic Con. He's always called me Jimmy. Like, it's been my name with him since middle school. Like almost 30 years, pretty much. We've known each other.
Wow.
So
You
I
go
just kind
back.
of stuck with it. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Like, what rolls off the tongue? I was like, I like rock music. I like all that stuff. So I'm just going to go with Jimmy Jams. And then I was like, well, it's got to be a sale page. So I was like, it's a garage sale because it's always cheap comics. When I first started, it was like $2 comics, dollar comics. So I was like, you know what? It's a garage sale. So that's why I rolled with that.
Oh, thank you, DJ. So I just want to take a moment for the next question. We got a few more people that popped in. All right, we have Coffee Breath. How you doing, man? Thank you for coming in. We got Man Eric in there, the master. DJ Links. There can be only Vaughn, who probably one of the best names ever. Love Highlander. And we got Aldo Ramirez, Saavedra. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Oh,
You
that's
know more
that's
guys than
comics.
yourself.
Comics for college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so nice. Thank you, gents,
Yeah.
for
What's
coming
up,
in. We'll just
DJ?
break down
Yeah,
things
man.
gently.
Hold on. Sorry, this isn't touchscreen. I was just trying to touch the screen.
Oh no, you're okay.
What's up, everybody that joined in? And back to DJ's comment on that. Love the shirt. Dude, I was so close to just getting ready for the gym because I'm going to hit the gym after this. And I got a hoodie that I always wear, and it's that Wayland Yutani hoodie.
See,
That
my
would have
favorite
been.
thing is the undercover nerd shirt. So I have this. I have a red shirt that says um Murdoch and uh Nelson and Murdoch, attorneys at law. Most people get it
Nice.
and go, "Oh, are they good?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Keep going because they don't get who it is. So I like that. Like, and I have my Antarctic Base 31 shirt, Outpost 31. Nobody ever knows what that shirt is, and that's from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. I get that.
Because that's a movie I watch, and I'm not even kidding you, about 6-7 times a week. It's a perfect movie to me. I love it.
Oh, dude, dude, that movie is awesome. Like, you can't beat that original from John Carpenter.
You can't, and he's actually remaking it with Blumhouse.
Really?
He's making another. He's making another The Thing.
That might
So,
be worth watching.
oh, well, with John Carpenter attached, absolutely. So let's get on to the next one here. So,
Cool.
what prompted you? You said you were selling like $2, $3 cheap books. But what prompted you to get into the mystery box building and selling? Was it more of a side hustle for supplemental income, excessive inventory, or just did you just need to move, or need to move books, or did you just want a new adventure?
So it was actually a couple of things. So the whole reason I really pushed hard on it and started it was actually because I broke my hand. On my regular page, you see the post of that. And I was door dashing at the time to supplement my income. And I couldn't door dash because I have a stick shift. So that was already a pain enough. So, um, which I found a way to hook my hand so I could shift, but I couldn't do that. So I was like, you know what? I need to find a way to supplement my income because my main, job isn't cutting it. So I was like, you know what? I love mystery boxes. I bought a ton of mystery boxes from the Instagram community, Comic Tom, uh, Boxed Heroes, even a Facebook one at one point, but I was like, I love mystery boxes. I think I can do it. So I'm going to try. And I was like, cool, I'm going to go with it. And just kind of rocked it. And I think Chris helped me on the first one. He had to help me actually seal the books in the Gemini mailers.
Well, I can't remember when you started them. Your hand was hurt, right? Because I
Oh,
remember
dude,
you having your hand in a cast or something.
I snapped this completely in half. Like it was like they were like, oh, it's a boxer's fracture, and I was like, no, I literally snapped this. Like the bone here went down in. It was bad.
Well, yeah, that's no good.
Yeah. So bare knuckle, not doing that anymore. I'm too old for it.
Well, we all hit that age, James.
Yeah,
so,
creeping on 40 myself.
so what round are you on now for mystery boxes?
Crap. I don't know.
You've done a lot. Because my next question is, what's changing your approach from round one to where you currently are, and how you market and build your boxes?
Okay, so I started the original group chat to find out what I did right, what I did wrong from the members that purchased because I wanted to see how I could better what I was making. There were some hiccups. There was my choice in books were not the best. I'll admit to that. Like I thought I knew what I was doing. I'm like, oh, I bought them all the time. I can do this. But as I got to know more about, what I did wrong, I was able to tweak from it. And I want to say the first round, yeah, there was definitely some hiccups. There were some awesome boxes. Some people loved them, but there were some ones like, for instance, yours, like I didn't hit the mark, and I took that to heart. Like I can't stand not providing, a wow factor or just a feel good. Like, oh, I got an awesome box. But if you're not getting an awesome box, like you're not going to go back to that person. And it's not just about like repeat. It's about getting awesome books to everybody. And sometimes it's a unique book. It's a book that you would never expect, and you're like, oh my god, like I've always wanted this, but you know it was a learning experience. I want to say round one, round two, round three. I would say by four, I kind of got it down. And there's still misses. Like I nobody's perfect. Like I'm still trying to strive to get
Well,
better.
and you saw a first-time customer like me, and the reason I came back to your boxes, and it's the same reason I do business with any place I do business with. To me, hey, Nick's Kicks. Uh, to me, doing business with somebody is about integrity. So I made that video. I was honest. I don't think I was mean, but I wasn't super happy with it. I just thought it was okay, that first one. Well, what impressed me is you reached out to me, and you and I had a completely gentlemanly conversation for what, like an hour and a half that day, just texting back and forth over Instagram.
It,
And you asked me what I liked, what I didn't like. I was honest. I told you. You had some prices. I had already looked up other ones, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to buy from him again. This guy had integrity. He wasn't like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. That was perfect. And that goes a long way for me, and I think it does with a lot of other people. There's none of us that hit the mark every day, no matter what we do. The only thing we can do is own up to it, and it wasn't even owning up to it. It was your first box, so you were definitely learning. But the fact that you were open to changing what you were doing and making it better, I'm like, all right, he's going to get more chances from me. And what I like what you do too, and sometimes it means I buy from you, sometimes it doesn't, is theme boxes. So you have certain themes, like you know how to appeal to me. You've already figured that out. I've already bought a bunch of boxes from you today. But if it's a Batman box, my buddy Jason's gonna buy that. I'm gonna stay away from it just because he's not my dude. But if it's maybe an image box, I'm mostly going to shy away. But you also know if it's Women of Marvel or barbaric. I'm going to buy that box. And it's great though, because you can hit on different customer bases. So it kind of gives your boxes a freshness that other boxes don't have. So it widens your area. And also people don't feel that crunch or, oh, another box. I got to buy. Well, that's not for me. I can take a break this month. There's a whole crew of other people that can buy it. And I think that gives a freshness to your boxes that a lot of other ones don't have.
Yeah, actually, going back to that, yeah, you're right. Like, not everybody wants certain books, so that's why I was like, you know what? Like, if I do a theme and I make predominantly most of the books in a box, like those who want those type of books will actually go for that. So,
And
like,
increase the odds of someone being happy with their box too.
exactly, and that's why I liked doing that. And trying to come up with a new theme or something new and fun each time, it gives me or it gives you guys, a chance to actually, get something that you like. If not, try something new if you're willing to open up to certain things, but without being just a mishmash of just random stuff, you know?
Now, how
And I
much
mean,
has
the DC,
the customer feedback's really helped you develop, or you've taken some of it, or because obviously all customer feedback's not good. You got to decide what's good, what's not, and you got to roll with it from there and still feel it out.
no, no, definitely. You can't just, everybody's going to have feedback. Those that are willing to speak. If not, I look to see if somebody does an unboxing or something like that, or just posts on their Instagram. Um, Honestly, I'm my biggest critique on my boxes. Like after I see you guys open them, like I go back through and I look at the box and be like, I don't know if I hit the mark, or I'm like, damn, that was a good box. You know, I like to do that so I know that I'm putting out something that's worthwhile. Um, I know I've had some substantial like, oh my god, I missed the mark, but that dude just made out with a bunch of good books. Or I've had ones where I'm like, I barely cracked 45 on it, and I don't want that. I want you guys to get value on every single box. So I will
Right.
critique till the cows come home, more than the feedback that I get from everybody else.
All right. Excellent. So I think I'm getting
Nerd.
everything was good. Now it went south. Is that better?
I'll make sure I get the Polaroid camera out for you, bro.
I know, right? And I really like the way you've integrated your boxes too, man. You got a good system. I like the way you do your prizes. You came up with that. Your box number is your lotto number, and that's really made it a lot of fun. And so as the what you did the last round when the last person gets a mystery box from you, because there's a lot of times, especially in a raffle, where you're the first name to draw right before the next roll, and you go right to the bottom, and it's a heartbreaker. At least it gives that person a chance who got their heart broke to get something back.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me, we've all done raffles. We've all had that heartbreaker. Um, yeah,
Usually we're getting that heartbreaker to Yeah Man because he comes in the next round and wins it from us.
oh, dude, yeah. We always have to give him some crap for that. The
Right?
magical luck, dude. I swear, I swear he won like the last Powerball. He's just not letting us know. He has
Oh
to.
yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag rigged, Aldo.
And sitting on a stack of Hulk 181s and X-Men ones at home, giant size ones.
Right, right.
So, what was the biggest learning moment you had in your mystery boxes? Like, was there just like a wow moment, like where you go, "Oh, I got to change how I integrate this"?
Yes, actually, dude. Okay, so I got to thank freaking I don't know how I didn't come up with this or even think of it, but I have to thank Taylor Winder, Empty Thought Balloon. How he did his first box, he literally came up with, he priced everything out and then he built the boxes off the main hits and then added in everything else. My dumbass decides to build it off of, I was trying to get like one book of everything. And I was like trying so hard to do that I missed the hits. Like the hits were the end. The hits should be the
Right.
beginning, and you build the box off of that. And that was just literally, it was like once I saw him do that, or he just even mention it, I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Well, I
So
think
that
Taylor's a
that was
smart
the light
businessman.
bulb or light bulb.
Nice. So, well, let's get to two moments, right? So every business model has its ups and downs. So, what was your biggest win that you probably saw someone else? What was your biggest win and your biggest fail so far?
We'll start with biggest fail. Biggest fail was again building the boxes the wrong way to start. Um, my in that I went more of trying to get a little bit of everything, a mix. But as we all know, mystery boxes, yes, they're mystery boxes, but too much of a mix and just having such a wide spectrum, it's kind of disappointing. We've all opened those boxes, so that we're just like, what in the world? Like, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't collect this. So building it that way was definitely my biggest failure. And like I said, it took a little bit, and when the light bulb went off, it was like, oh, cool, like we're totally going the other way. In fact, right behind me, this whole system is officially just keys of different values and price. Like I still have to price half this stuff. So, and I will still reprice it before I even make the box, just to make sure that the value is still there. But my biggest um, positive, I guess, would be the key reveals. Like
Well,
a lot of people really like that. Like I kind of did it in the sense that everybody feels like they never know what they're going to get in a box. They're worried about that and all that. I was like, well, what if I do a video? At least you're going to get something on each box.
you do, and that brings me to the great big things that are just absolutely awesome that you do with your boxes. All right, you do the hotkeys in each box preview, which is great on Instagram. And it's a lot easier to spend money on a box when you at least know a couple of the books you're getting, right? You
Yeah.
know if you like them, you know if you don't. All right. You have a GP. Some people don't have GPs with their mystery boxes. The GP adds fun. It doesn't have to be a great GP, but it's still one more thing you have a chance at, right?
Yep.
And then you have the ticketed number, which we already talked about. And I think those three things really spell a lot of success because you are selling out of your boxes really quick every time you post them.
Yeah, actually, like you said, it's creating. So still a mystery, but at least you're going to get something out of it. And not only that, but then you get a chance at something cool. Like, I mean, I've tried to source as many like cool keys that aren't like outlandish, like or something cool like a CGC signed book slab. But the whole point in it was you're going to get value, or at least I'm trying to make sure that you get like the absolute value, plus you get the chance at something cool, something rare, even.
Right, because I mean, anyone can fill up a box with 50-cent keys. There's a million of them out there. Doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
worth it.
literally. Yeah, there's just I've seen many.
So for those of us like me, like most of us that have YouTube channels that are in the mystery box buying game. All right, we generally start out with the big box companies because those are the ones you see, and then through experience, a lot of us move to Instagram boxes and private sellers. But one aspect I personally love and appreciate in rounds of mystery boxes that are smaller in the IG community is that the rounds are usually 15 to 25 boxes. And that's versus the big box companies where you're looking at 250 to 500 boxes. So as a buyer, I really appreciate the increased odds of winning something. When I hit the GP from Yeah Man's box, it was a 1 in 15 chance. When I hit the She-Hulk GP from your box, it was a 1 in 25 chance. The odds of winning with an Instagram seller with a limited run is so much better than if you're going with big box. And I'm not banging big box companies. I'm just talking the thrill of having a legitimate chance of taking something extra home with you. And I think that's one of the strengths of the Instagram boxes.
No, dude, you're right. Like the odds have to be at least somewhat feasible. Like, or I mean, having that sense, like okay, there's 15 boxes on this round. I have 1 in 15 chance. Or if you buy multiple, you have more chances. But there's a lot of boxes out there. There's like 500 boxes, 1,000 boxes they're sending out. So your odds are just like slim to none. I mean, not to say that we haven't all known somebody that's won something off of like the big boxes. Um, it, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like the bigger boxes, they're going to be able to source other books that some of us can't get, but at the same time, it's like your odds are slim to none. You know?
Right. And that was just one of my pluses I'm selling. So you're a natural seller. What do you think are some of the other pluses for people to be enthused to buy from Instagram sellers over big box companies besides that?
Instagram sellers, YouTube sellers. I don't know about Facebook. I haven't dabbled in Facebook, but YouTube and Instagram, um, you guys care. You guys legitimately care. Like I would say 90%. Like your chances of buying from somebody on social media, they're actually going to put out awesome stuff generally because they actually care about what they're putting out. They have bought enough. They know what they're, or at least getting the idea of what is a good product. So they're actually trying to put that out and increase their name or just genuinely good people. Like dude, when we get to the shout outs, dude, I'll shout out a ton of people just because of what they do for the community or just how good of a people they are. But the Instagram and the YouTube community, like for the most part, like you guys are awesome. Like you guys sell amazing books. You put out awesome mystery boxes. You support each other. Like it's an amazing community versus just a big business.
I like Digger Jim's note here too about the notes on the back of the books. I love
Oh,
the notes. I love a note on the back of the book. I don't know why. Maybe it's a super nerd in me, but when there's a note in the back of the book, I'm just like, yes.
so
It's a nice little.
um, so the notes actually started because there were even books that I didn't even know. I had to like Google them.
Yeah.
But
Well, there's only like
um,
millions of books in existence.
yeah, like there's some rarities out there, but um, I started doing the notes because some people didn't know what they had in boxes, and I'm like, dude, you literally got like a $40 book right there. Like check it out. Trust me. Like eBay, check that. Like it's worth it. But they didn't know because it's not something that's on their radar. So the notes are there as kind of an education to those who don't know, but also to give you an idea. Oh, cool, this might be
I
something.
got a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, trust me, I've gotten some books in mystery boxes before that I'm like, what is this? And then I go and look it up, like, what? No
Yeah,
way.
I've been there too. You can't know
Yeah.
you can't know every book, so it's impossible.
Oh, dude, there's no way.
Now we were just talking about the community. Just being on Instagram and just in your day-to-day business of selling, how big a role does the community you're in, the people you've fallen in with on Instagram and the comic community, what kind of a role does that play in your day-to-day?
Um, Probably like at least 80% of my day, I'm like checking into my Instagram, chatting with you guys, seeing what's out there, seeing what's hot. Like, um, yeah, my job that I'm leaving actually like gave me a lot of freedom to basically do that. So, I mean, I was on Instagram like pretty much 90% of the workday. Like I take care of a customer and then I'd be on Instagram chatting with you guys.
It's
Um,
good and it's peace of mind.
well, true. I mean, that's not my work ethic, but I mean, I got to that point because I was leaving anyway. So, but it, the community plays a lot into it. Like just talking to you guys, you learn a lot. You not just in about comics, but dude, just in everything in life. Like what's going on across the United States? Like what are you guys dealing with? You know, we all support each other. I mean, we I can't name names, but there's been members of the community that are in dire straits at times, and we all just band together and just, you know, or show our support to that person. So,
Oh,
like
the
to me,
support
like,
is incredible.
oh, it is, and we've almost become family at this point. Like in some cases, for a lot of people.
That one night I wanted to sell that book real quick so I could go buy a grail I wanted. I mean, you guys all pulled together and I had that book sold in 15 minutes. Where else does that happen? Nowhere.
Nowhere, nowhere, and you got your grail.
I did,
It was
and I
amazing.
showed it, and I thanked you guys. Yeah, and it's like it was amazing. I thought I was going to miss out on it, and I literally would not have gotten that grail without the community. I would have missed my opportunity because it was at a
Yeah,
good price. It was available. It was right there. I didn't have to pay shipping. It was locally in a store. You know, I
literally
call
walk over there and grab it.
on my way with the money. Do not sell the book. I like
Yeah,
Kevin Bixby's point
I
here too.
remember that night. We were all trying to get you that book as quick as possible.
And you guys did, man. It was awesome. It's one of my best memories of this community. Like that whole night, I was glowing, just so out of my mind happy. I had been chasing that book in a good grade for years.
We could tell just the way you were typing, man. Like you were just the whole chat, dude. It just like it was just blown up with just happiness. So that's awesome.
And these are just people that you meet and you start talking to day to day. It's just amazing. Yeah, Kevin, people do buy the boxes and then never look at the books. I don't understand that. I look at every book after I Google it, I go collect it, I eBay it, and I figure out where the actual price is. So we got more questions. We'll take a look at some of theirs though. Notes are especially helpful in variants and virgin variants, so we're not trying to fumble around figure out what it is. I agree. Like if you like put like a comic mint book in there, it's so nice to go comic mint variant instead of like doing a crinkle and
Uh,
making noise and
dude, Brock's right on that. Like nothing worse than what is this? Like you
right.
literally have to pull it out and find out exactly what the book is.
Well, don't pull it out on a live stream. I'll get banned. So Kevin Bixby, truly is one of the best. Yes, it is. Alan Day, best. Yeah, because Alan won that book.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Congrats,
He
dude.
did. He sniped it. We would take a massive global pandemic to bring so, and that's true, Kevin, because this is something that Slotted Up 503, Jason and Jimmy and I talk about all the time, man. If without this pandemic, and of course you don't want a pandemic, but
No.
out of everything that's garbage, there's always something that rises out of it that is different but good. And for me, for a lot of people on here, it was the community aspect. All of a
Yep.
sudden, we have this community that we were never a part of, never knew we needed. Like I was telling you before we got on here, I didn't plan to be a YouTuber. I was just trying to learn it so I could help my kid when he wanted to do it. And here I am, 400 subs later, over 200 videos, and I don't know what happened. It
You'd be
goes
amazed
fast.
at how quickly it grows. Like,
And Kevin is one of the guys that's been supporting me since the start. Kevin is a great Instagrammer, and if you guys aren't following him, great art. But Kevin is probably one of the most positive influences on Instagram you can you can be associated with. He's just great. It's always positivity out of his mouth. So
that's
we got
good.
the community. So what should new buyers of mystery boxes on if I'm going to Instagram for the first time and I've never bought, what should they look out for when deciding to buy or not buy from an Instagrammer? You got any hints for new buyers to kind of make them comfortable with it?
Um, I'd say word of mouth, like hands down. Also seeing how quickly people jump on it. Um, like it's hard. It's hard when you're new and you want to try new things out. Um, I can't tell you how many times I jumped on a Instagram mystery box just because I saw it posted. Um, some were amazing, some were horrendous. But
Yeah, Wild Comics just opened one that was pretty. Whew.
which one?
Wild Comics. He just opened one that was a little rough.
Uh, I think someone else. Jim had a fun one. I know
Yep.
that.
And so did
um,
DK.
yeah, dude. Man, I can't name the name, but I got one that literally was just. I swear it wasn't even dollar bin books. It was like stuff you'd find in a flea market, somebody trying to get rid of. I was like, okay, not buying that ever again. Like,
Just take them so I don't have to have them. Yeah.
you're right? Oh no, it's currently in my box that I'm going to use to figure out how to press. So
Nice. You need practice books, so you got at
exactly
least you chalk it up to something, right?
right.
So what are your Jimmy Jams himself? What are your 5 golden rules in selling boxes? If you had to have come up with 5 golden rules, what are the 5 things you try to do?
Okay,
Always
so
follow.
hands down, number one's price. Um, Pricing the books and making sure that there's value. In fact, like I said earlier, so I set up everything here, but I will double check, triple check the price last sold and then current like trends on sales just to make sure that the value is there. That's number one. I can't stress that enough. Number two is my key reveal. Like I have to do it. Like I have to do the video. Just kind of give you an idea. Um, Three is speed. Like I want to get them out as quick as possible. Um, Not sell out as quick as possible, but ship them out to you guys as quick as possible. Nothing worse than waiting months upon months for something.
And your shipping is lightning fast.
What's that?
Your shipping is lightning fast.
Well, thank you. Like I, I try to. There are times that things have not or showed up, but U.S. Postal Service is fun. But I take that to heart, even though I shipped it and Postal Service is just sitting on it. I still take it to heart because I want you guys to get the books as quick as possible. In this day and age where we're stuck at home 90% of the time, you kind of want things as quick as possible. You don't want to sit there and wait, you know? So, um,
Amazon kind of trained us to wait, though. At least 2 days.
yeah, unfortunately, I can't tell you how many times I bought bags and boards and like I waited by the door. I'm like, I need my bags and boards. um, but other than that, I like to make it fun. I have to make them fun. Um, the notes, like I can't go without the notes, but having them fun, it creates that feeling of like of excitement, and that's what I want. And then my last rule is definitely got to be keep striving, keep critiquing yourself. You can always be better, and I can't
Never be
stress that enough.
satisfied.
What's that?
Never be satisfied.
No, literally, like I can't. Like I know in the last round I had like 2 boxes I looked at and I was like, dude, I don't like those boxes, and I felt bad. So I reached out to the members and I was like, hey, listen, like I'm gonna do something, and I will fix it. Like they were happy with the boxes, but I wasn't. So like I take that to heart, you know. So
So we've had a few people in the chat asking that have never bought off Instagram or your boxes. They're asking how they buy something from you. Can you he does 2 types of boxes. He does blind bags and he does regular boxes. And I'll let him explain it. It's his business. So please,
yep.
sir, I don't know how to buy from you.
So right now, currently, I'm on a blind bag run. These take time, so they're like posted day in and day out, all the way up until the end of the week, and then I close them out. Kind of like a claim sale, but you're getting like a mystery blind bag, and you're getting a good mix of books for a fair price point of like $20 plus shipping. but I do it this way. So like, sometimes you want more than one bag, um, so you end up throwing that in at $20. You can get 3 or 4 of them and I'll combine shipping. So that's what the blind bags are that are going on right now. And then I also still do a raffle with it just as a thank you for joining in. You still get the value, but I throw that raffle down just to add something extra. But the mystery boxes, I kind of do like a 3 day or 2 day hype to get the algorithm working. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know about Instagram algorithms, you got to work it, and if you work it right, your posts start to show up higher and higher.
You may have
So I will spend my first day where I'll do a hype, letting you know that it's coming. Then the next day will be the key reveal video. And I tell you, or I post up on the key reveal, like if you like what you see, because it's not for everybody. But if you like what you see in the key reveal, type in the comments that you want to be tagged. And then the next day is when I actually post the mystery boxes, and that's the sign up. And I started doing the runs at 25 now. I started at 15, like you said, Gary, and worked my way up to 20. I did a really weird one where it was 2 15 runs and it was bronze and copper age. That was a cluster, and I will never do that again. It was hard keeping track of all that. But I've gotten to that point where I think 25 is a good point. I'm not going to go past that. I don't think like the odds are good for everybody, and that's why I stick with the 25. So it's literally on that day that I post the mystery boxes. All you have to do is claim a spot, and you can claim numerous spots if you want. It's pretty simple as that. Once all spots are filled, I package them up, and then collect money, all that stuff that I really don't like to talk about much, and then I ship them out, and then I do the raffle for the mystery boxes afterwards. So that way it's like, all right, everybody's got their box. I know what I got. It's cool. I like my box. Well, I hope you like your box. But the raffle is like, you're still waiting on that. It's like the suspense builder. So we hit that afterwards. I screwed up on the women's round. The waiting ladies, U.S. Postal Service was a cluster. I ran the raffle before. Apparently, some boxes didn't even show up until the end of that week. So it was like 7 days.
Right, buddy. You enjoyed
What's that?
Said you ran that raffle just right. I enjoyed that win.
Oh, well, I understand you did, so, considering you won, but I felt like I feel bad when it's like you get that suspense, you got that build up, and you're like, oh my God, I still have a chance. I got some awesome books, but I still have a chance to win, the grand prize. And I can't remember if you hit on this, but I started adding in a last place prize because it's like, yeah, we're always celebrating, the win. Why not give something to the last place? I made a cool mystery box for freaking Nerd Nostalgia, like custom mystery box. I was like, yeah, I'm having fun with this. Like, I made something awesome for him. And this last round, a Thor, I had an extra Thor slab, so I threw that in there.
So tonight, though, after we're done here, you're doing blind bags. You want to tell them how the blind bags work real quick, so you can let them know that you have something coming up tonight?
Yeah. So, well, I was trying to get these done earlier, but they got behind me. And with these mystery blind bags, each day I post like 15 to 25 bags, and they're actually character and title specific. So it's real simple. All right. You're going to get your characters you like or things that you like. I'll show you this an example, mainly because this is just my best artwork yet. So that's Bishop.
Nice.
This will be posted up tonight. So
that's $20 plus shipping.
$20 plus shipping. Yep. And when it comes down to
Combinable if
them,
you buy more than one.
what's that?
I said combined shipping if you buy more than one.
Yes, I will definitely combine shipping for everybody. I would prefer that. I know the cost of shipping is ridiculous, and they even raised the cost of shipping recently. So if I can combine shipping for you guys, I will. I will save you the most money I can on shipping because we all know shipping sucks. It's part of the game. Some people consider it part of the cost of the comic. I don't think it should be, but that's me. I just eat it.
I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah, but you want to save people money. Like we're spending good money. It's you guys worked hard for it. I worked hard for my money. Like I want the most out of it for you guys.
He might, Kevin.
Kevin, yeah, actually, I do. My artwork's been fun. Yeah,
So we've been talking. It's been a great talk, but I want to get to this section because I'm a big believer in this. Anyone that watches my videos know it, and it's shout outs. So I want James to shamelessly plug anyone he wants, some other seller, Instagram box sellers, anyone in the community, people that other people can buy from and trust. So I'm just gonna let you go ahead and plug what you need to plug and shout out who you need to shout out for yourself.
definitely, man. Yeah, I'm all about supporting other people. So definitely want to plug a bunch of people. So and this is where nerd says giggity. Um,
Yeah.
so I've bought many mystery boxes and I've seen a lot of crappy ones. I've seen a lot of good ones. One, as you know as well, that we can always stand behind is, yeah, man, I got comics.
Right. Never
Eric
disappoint.
puts out an amazing box 100% of the time. I haven't seen him screw up once. Like that dude is perfect with his boxes. He does themes. He does just straight up mystery boxes. Every box I bought from him has been amazing. I have received books that I have sought after and was never able to get, but
Same.
got him through his box. So um, definitely want to shout out, yeah, Slabs Comics. He actually was one of the first regular Instagram sellers that I got a box from, but he came up with a chat idea to get an idea of where he screwed up and where he worked with everything. And I really dug that, and I kind of rolled with it. As you know, you were on the first round. We just kind of rolled with the chat, and then it just became like a cool chat for everybody to talk to, or talk to each person. Definitely want to give him a shout out for that. Apocalypse Comics. I know some people were not happy about the shipping time and all that stuff, but one thing that dude has always done is he's always supported. He's uh, he supports a lot of people in the community, and then he does the raffles and stuff like that, and other games, and makes it fun. Cool dude to chat to. I know
Yeah, I've had a couple
U.S.
people.
Postal Service screwed up, but we moved past it, and I respect the guy. So definitely want to shout out him. Shout out to Taylor. I can't stress that enough. The whole light bulb thing, man, like something so freaking simple. Like I can't get past that. But Taylor, like that, coming up with that was just amazing. And his box showed the first round he did it. He did an amazing job. So, plus, awesome artwork. Um, Definitely. Sorry, my daughter came to say goodnight.
Oh, you're fine.
So, got to give a shout out to Nerd Nostalgia. He supported me since the beginning. James Rowland, same thing. Like those guys, literally before I even started mystery boxes, like they were on my claim sales, like just buying books from me. Like um, they ultimately talked about the mystery box and kind of got me like to actually go for it. So same with Comics for College, Aldo. Shoot, um, Ben Parker, man, Ben like he was in it since the beginning, just like you, Gary. And I got a shout out for you, Gary, because like, dude, I don't even know how you found me, man. like just out of nowhere, like you joined my mystery box. I was like, oh, cool, like somebody I've never talked to.
I look around and find people by accident and go, "Oh, let's give this a shot."
Yeah, that's what it's about. Like, it's cool seeing new people join in. So, and you hadn't bought anything from me, like, so I was like, cool, I'm like, bring in somebody new, and you giving me a lot of critique, much like James Raiders. Like, I listened a lot to you guys. I really bounced a lot of information you guys gave me, where I did right, screwed up, and worked with it from there. So definitely have to give shout out to the YouTubers, DJ Links, creating Alan May, Small Town, Slotted Up, Jason. Like, you guys have been awesome. Just jumping in rounds when you can. Give me shout outs, stuff like that. And I've had ones, like I said, I watch the videos and I'm like, I don't think I did a good job there. So I work on it and get better. But there's times where, like, I mean, Alan May's the Buffy the Vampire Slayer, dude. I was like, I've had those since high school. I'm like, dude, you like Buffy? I am gonna give you freaking Buffy. Like, so just seeing that how happy they were, or he was, when he got it. And shout out to Fletch. Like, I got to go through the chat, man. I haven't even looked at the chat, so I apologize, guys. Fletch, dude, you have come up with an amazing box recently, dude. I am proud of you, man. Rob, dude, I bought a couple of boxes from you. Love them both. Like, yeah, Rob, I love your videos, dude. Shoot, man. Digger Jim. Jim is one of the most active in the community. Like, he is just supporting YouTube, like you guys, commenting on everything. Letting his voice be heard. Awesome dude, just absolutely awesome dude. And honestly, Jim, dude, you need to make another box with your little twist on the coins and stuff like that. Shoot, man. Jib, like, you have.
Ben Parker and I have been talking the last 2 days. We just did another deal with each other, and you couldn't ask for an easier guy to make a joint transaction with, or just a deal.
Oh yeah.
Ben's so easy to work with.
Dude, yeah, and Ben works with you on everything, and he knows. I mean, there were times where his mail service wasn't the greatest, but he understands. A lot of the guys here understand. Like, you do everything you can, and you understand the nature of postal service, whatever. But you guys are willing to work with each other, and trades are amazing. Like, speaking of trade, dude, Double A Comics, he's on YouTube too. He was my first ever trade online, and I was a little wary. Wasn't expecting it. In fact, you are the lucky recipient of the She-Hulks that I traded for.
So, oh, nice! And I'm actually reading them and loving them.
Yeah, that's awesome. See, and I wanted the She-Hulks, but She-Hulk isn't my thing. So I wanted them because of the whole, she's going to blow up type of thing. And I had an awesome slab that he really wanted. So we did an awesome trade. And then I was like, you know what? I don't feel like I'm giving him enough. So I sent him a bunch of extra books. And then he did a video about how how outlandish that I think I could send him extra books. And, so he ended up sending me a bunch of extra books.
Nice.
So we're going back and forth. In fact, I think he's one up on me, and I have to get him back. So
yeah, I'm with a couple guys in our own little group that we do that to each other all the time, between me, Jason, and Jimmy.
You're getting extra books, but I feel like I need to one up you, right?
Right. Well,
yeah.
We're men. We're competitive.
Oh yeah. You want to outdo the others. So.
Right. You don't want them to be able to brag on you. You want to be able to brag on them.
Right. Exactly. Hold on. I gotta go through here. Oh, dude, CHJ Unlimited, man. Who, all you guys, like everybody that's watching the video, please follow CHJ Unlimited. Dude is awesome, man. He did the energy he has on video. Like he is so happy. I love watching his videos.
You know, when you're watching him, his happiness infects you.
It does. It
Like
does.
you
Like
watch him and not have a smile on your face when you're done watching him.
exactly. Like, uh,
Thank you, Jason.
um, dude, if I'm having like a horrible day at work, like I'll watch his video just to get pumped up because I feel good. So, yeah, so got it. Definitely got to shout out to him, dude. Macho the collector, dude. Love the dude. Can't support him enough. He supports me all the time, but dude, just love talking to him. Um, Dude, I can go through a freaking list. Like, there's just some amazing members of the community. Cobra Comics, dude. Cobra Comics, he's not really like in our like chat and whatnot, but dude is he does for others. He's a great person. He actually got me in like fully into the community, so to speak, with a charity auction that someone really close to him passed, and it was sad that that's how we met. But we actually met through that, and I like are really um, got close because of that. And I respect the guy. Like, absolutely amazing dude. Loves GI Joe. I love GI Joe. Like, so we immediately hit it off. But can't support him enough. Just shout out to him. Um, Dude, man, I can, like I said, I can go through so many more, but most important, I really have to really shout out my boy Chris, Comic Big Chris on Instagram. He's got a YouTube channel, which we need to get him some more views and
And
videos. But,
I believe I'm subbed to him and we've watched his last couple videos.
nice.
I will give anyone a sub to help him out.
By all means, yeah. Anytime I'm like, I can't like to get you guys subs, whatever, like, dude, watch the videos. Um, but yeah, Comic Big Chris, dude, I've known that dude since what, sixth grade? Yeah, sixth grade. And we met because I had a bunch of X-Men cards. X-Men Fleer Ultra. Wait, was it Fleer Ultra? No, it was the Skybox ones. Skybox ones. And freaking Chris had the one card I needed. I had like quadruple 5 times some cards. Like I probably had like 10 of some cards, but I couldn't get that one card. It was a freaking Psylocke. I could not get that Psylocke. I must have bought 2 entire boxes worth of cards. I didn't get a Psylocke. And he had it. He had 2 of them. And he was like, I'll trade you. And I was like, cool. What do you want for the Psylocke? And he goes through my entire binder. And this is before school started, like right out front. And he's going through the whole binder. He's like, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Flip. I'll take that. I'll take that. I was like, dude, I'm not going to give you all these freaking cards for one card. He's like, it's all you need. I was like, I don't care. Like,
he had a good plan though.
oh no, he did. I think I eventually ended up with a Psylocke card. I can't remember exactly. I know I have a ton of them now, but I knew him from then. And then we went to different schools. Um, he hung out with the football crowd. I was more of the quiet nerd in the library reading or books and stuff like that. But we still stayed, friends. And then we ended up becoming like mad hardcore friendship. Been my best friend since then. He's been there through thick and thin, and he took me to my first Comic Con 2 years ago almost, which was the Denver Pop Culture Con. Great experience. So I was like, dude, this is kind of cool. And then he was like, you want to go to another one? I was like, yeah, dude, let's go to another one. We went to the Colorado Springs one. I was like, this is freaking awesome. So he got me back into it to the point that like I went overboard. Like significantly overboard. And to the point that I'm just trying to make space. I have way too much, but if it weren't for Chris, I wouldn't be here. I would literally be just mulling through whatever during the quarantine. So
right?
yeah,
Well, before we wrap it up, is there
cool.
anything that you want to reveal that's coming up for your boxes? Do you know what the next round is? Anything you want to tell anyone? When can they expect
Ah,
the next
dude,
Jimmy Jam's mystery box?
I don't know. I have a lot of things I can work with. Um, but again, I want that wow factor. I want you guys to be like, you know, happy with what you get. I've got keys aplenty. But trying to get that one prize, that one book that people want. It might be Spawn. I know you don't like it, but I might do Spawn.
That's
I
okay.
got enough of those.
You don't have to be geared towards me.
Well, true, true. Um, I don't know. I got to look through it. I got a lot to work with, and I think I'll come up with something cool. Right now, my focus is on the blind bags and making stupid art. So,
And the blind bags are awesome. I think I've already bought 4 from you this week.
yeah,
So,
right. Yeah, I was not expecting them to take off. I really didn't expect that. So,
they're easy price point. People like that. Not everything's got to break the bank, and still, they can be a good price point and still be fun.
no, you're right. Like, I mean, not everything has to be over $100. You know,
Right.
like if I'm going to spend $100, I'm going to try to get a key that I want. You know, but at the same time, I do like some of the $100 boxes. So,
I do,
uh,
but I'm like you. I'm like, nope. Go down to the store, buy a book I've really been waiting to get. I'm like, all right, why am I going to spend it on this if I know I can get this right now?
true.
But
But
you know,
there's currently one
that
that's sitting out there.
cool gifts you wouldn't think of in some of those big boxes too. Where you pick it out, you're like, wow.
Yeah, no, true. Like the one that Taylor made and Chris bought, I was like, wow, that thing was amazing. Chris was ecstatic. But I know there's one that I'm eyeing and I'm hoping it hasn't sold. But I got to see how the blind bags go because if it's if if it's who it is or it's who it is, so I expect it. I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be worth it. So I'm
Right.
like, I might do it. We'll see. It's not something that I'm going to be like, oh, I need to get it no matter what. So, but yeah, no, price point matters. And you can still go to like 55, $60 and people will love it as long as you put the right books in.
Right.
So
60's about my cat. But
yeah, same here. Well, for the most part.
there's just too many bills to pay to keep spending too much other stuff.
Yeah, I know that too well.
James, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. I had an incredibly awesome time talking to you tonight. Super informative, super fun and laid back. And I just wanted to say thank you. And didn't know if you wanted to close out with anything.
Definitely, man. When you reached out for me on that, like I was like, oh, that's cool. Like this is the first time I've actually done a video, like at all. I think. Like I don't generally get on YouTube
Oh,
or
this
anything
is
like
your
that.
YouTube reveal?
What's that?
This is your YouTube premiere?
Yeah, literally my premiere, dude.
Oh,
I
very
I mean,
awesome.
unless you count Chris's Comic Con video that he made, like as we were going through everything, um, which I don't think you can count that. We were just having fun at the Comic Con, like. But this is actually like a real like what I watch on like you guys do. So technically, yeah, you popped my cherry. So,
Someone had
but
to do
um,
it. So Wild
but
Comics Poppin', sorry, buddy, we're just wrapping it up. Please catch us on the rewind. We had a great interview with James here about Instagram mystery box sellers. I know you're in that game. You're going to want to hear it. Guys, everyone in the chat, we've had a good audience here all night. Thank you very much. James, once again, thank you for coming on. When I came up with this idea to talk about Instagram box sellers, you were literally the name that popped into my head.
right
So
on.
you were my first choice and you said yes. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Dude, thank you, man. Like like I said, you reached out for me on that. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like at first I was apprehensive because I'm like, oh, I've never done anything like this. But yeah, dude, I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I got to get with Nerd. We're gonna do a podcast talking about my life in Vegas, sort of.
Okay.
So, um, but that's a little more not PC. So, we had to
We're
keep
going to
this.
family channels for that, right?
Yeah. So that's for podcasts on that
We
one.
don't have our not PC side. People don't see the chat that we have.
Oh, definitely. So sorry to make it so long. I when I start talking, I talk a lot. So
Oh no, it's okay. I was hoping for good conversation. Hopefully I can get some more of you Instagram sellers on here, and we'll go with the next person. Hopefully I can coach Eric on with the same set of questions. It's great to get everyone's views. And anyone, if you know anyone that wants to be interviewed, just have them message me. I will literally talk to anybody. I just enjoy the conversation, and I like helping people that may not have um, got out to a certain crowd, expand them to that crowd. Not that I'm the biggest source for expanding your base, but if I can get you one or two more people that didn't know about you, I feel like I've at least helped a little bit and done my job, you know?
oh, definitely. Yeah, and when it comes down to it, like, dude, man, I'll reach back out to you on like a ton of sellers that I think honestly should be interviewed or whatnot. Even if not sellers, just like cool people like that do other things like podcasts and stuff like that, or other YouTube channels that are definitely worth bouncing back and forth. Like it's about community. It's about helping each other out. So
It is. I think that's been the driving theme throughout this whole interview tonight.
that
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We've gone over an hour, which I thought we'd probably go about 30, so we done with it. We did good. We did what we normally do in our chats. We just keep going.
you just
James,
keep rolling with it.
thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone that stuck with us tonight. This was so much fun. I had been looking forward to this for a while. I was finally able to wrestle James down to a day and a night, and it's been great. So, to everyone out there, thank you. To James, thank you. And until next time, guys, keep your
Thank you
cat.
guys.
Then you have